I saw something where a pastor on the news had been carjacked, and he attempted to fight the carjacker off. And he noticed that the carjacker was a teenage boy. And he said, at which point I let him know, I'm a pastor, I'm a pastor, I'm a pastor. And the boy got the car, waved the gun at him, drove away. And he was later apprehended. But it struck me that when asked about the situation, the pastor basically said he was just so shocked by the fact that this child, once he said that he was a pastor, once he said that he was a man of the cloth, that he was a man of God, that this did not stop this teenage boy from attempting to carjack him. To which I really just had to say, are you serious though? Nobody deserves to be carjacked. Nobody deserves to be carjacked. But at the same time, I need people to understand your spirituality doesn't mean anything to anybody. Nobody cares. They really do not care. You could say, I'm a Christian, I'm Jewish, I'm Muslim, I'm a woman of faith, I'm a nun, I'm a pastor. They don't care. And they don't care for multiple reasons. First of all, they could care less. They came for what they came for. Second, people out here are hurting bad. And there's a lot of unaddressed trauma that happens in the church by members of the church to people in the church or who comes to the church for help, and especially children. So you could say that and think that it means something and yet have no idea that the person you're talking to might have been betrayed very deeply by a pastor and therefore doesn't care who you are. They could have been betrayed by a nun. They could have been betrayed by a Babalawo. You don't know people's stories. So as much as we'd like to think that our position in life might elevate us because of this piety or that, the truth is don't nobody give a damn, like for real. And it sucks. But you don't hold rank in the mind of somebody who is living in survival or has a low vibration or just wants to, hurt somebody for their own gain. So please don't take this the wrong way, but get out your feelings because people do not care. They don't give a damn. They do not care. And it hurts. It hurts to realize that you care more than most people do. But if you're a caring person, you will always care more than most people do. You won't really be able to help that. Your job will be to detach. But in no way, shape, or form should you ever, in this year or this day or this moment forward, think telling somebody of your religious status in an effort to save yourself from human, real world, 3D, mundane, real world harm. Like, we got to be practical. You can't just be spiritually intelligent. You need to be street smart. You need to have common sense. You need to balance out your idealism with reality. Create what you want, but balance out the cognitive understanding of what you're doing at this current level by what you're able to produce. Don't walk around here thinking, I'm going to tell people I'm a pastor. Ain't nothing going to happen to me. Again, nobody should ever go through that, but let's also have some common sense here and understand that this is a world that is increasingly chaotic, self-serving, and just out of control.